Good morning, everyone. In previous class, we have studied, in the last class, we have studied that how Hitler rise to power. Am I audible? Please write yes in the chat box if I am audible. Can you hear me, everybody? Okay, fine. So in our previous class, we have read about how Hitler rise to power. In this, we have read that Hitler was born in 1889 in Austria, spent his youth in poverty, and when the First World War broke out, he enrolled for army, acted as a messenger in front of in front, and become a corporal and earned medals for bravery. So all this we have read about who was Hitler. And corporal means I had given you that it is a rank in the army. When he earned this rank, he earned many battles for bravery also. Then next further we have read about that in 1990 he joined small group called German Workers' Party, and then subsequently slowly he took over the control over that particular party, German Worker Party, and then renamed that German Workers' Party as Nationalist Socialist German Workers' Party. And further afterwards this party came to be known as Nazi Party. Then after that, we have read about that after 1929, banks collapsed, business shut down, workers lost their jobs, and middle classes were threatened with great destruction. And in such a situation, Nazi propaganda won people's heart. So people wanted this type of only power to come and have a control on the societies or the country so that they can regain their lost entity. Clear? Then we have seen about the promises made by Hitler. We have seen that Hitler was very powerful speaker, and due to his way of speaking only, people were greatly attracted towards Hitler. So he promised to build a strong nation, undo the injustice of the Versailles Treaty, and restored the dignity of German people. So all these promises were made by Hitler that if people will follow Hitler or people will support Hitler, then Hitler will make the German nation again strong, and it will again restore the dignity of German people, which was lost during the First World War. Then he promised also that employment for those looking for work will be given, and secure future for youth. That means youth future will be secure. They will be given proper jobs and all. He also promised to weed out. Weed out means to take out the foreign influences and resisted all foreign conspiracies against Germany. That means whatever uh, planning and plotting was made against Germany by the foreign countries, it will all be stopped by the help of the Hitler if people will support Hitler. Then next we have seen that Nazi held massive rallies and public meetings also, used red banners with the swastika, the sign of swastika here in the rallies and all, to show their means power. The Hitler had made this type of rallies in which the red banner with the swastika sign was there, and the Nazi salute and the ritualized rounds of applause after the speeches were all part of spectacle of power. That means this was all shown by Hitler through the rallies to gain attention of the public, to gain attention to have the public display this type of ritual. Red banners were there in the swastika, a round of applauses in each after each speech was there, just to attract the people towards this Nazi party. So this Nazi propaganda skillfully projected Hitler as Messiah. Further, we have seen that this propaganda, this uh, speeches of Nazi uh, helped the people to gain a type of feeling as a Messiah towards Hitler, that they had seen Hitler as a Messiah who who was a savior, as someone who had arrived to deliver people from their distress. They were thinking, the people were now thinking that Hitler was a type of Messiah who had came there in Germany just to help them. It had helped them to bring out from their distress. Then it is an image that captured the imagination of people. That means people had imagined Hitler in a type of Messiah. Messiah, what does the word Messiah means? A savior. Next, we have also started with this paragraph, the destruction of democracy, in which we have seen that Hitler or President Hindenburg offered the chancellorship, the highest position in the cabinet of minister, to Hitler. So Hitler was offered a chancellorship by Hindenburg. And then afterwards, we have seen that Hitler set out. Uh, First of all, he managed to realize that conservatives are only responsible for all the destruction, for all the disrespect of Nazis. Then he set out to dismantle the structure of democratic rule. Whatever democratic rule was present, he wanted to just destroy that democratic rule. In the meanwhile, the mysterious fire broke out in German parliament building, which was another facility, which another way in which another way the Hitler was facilitated to move into or to gain his power in Germany. Now, this is the fire decree we have also read about, that the fire decree of 28th February. Now, what is fire decree? Fire decree means, the degree means the order or command. So the fire decree of 28th February, the order or the command given on 28th February 1933, indefinitely suspended civic rights. Civic rights were taken off by this order. And which of these civic rights were they? The freedom of speech, press, and assembly. These type of freedoms were taken back, and people were not now having no more the freedom of speech, press, and assembly, which was already given to the people by Versailles Constitution. But due to the failure of Versailles Constitution, now Hitler was on the in the power, and Hitler suppressed, or we can say suspended, these civic rights which were previously given by Versailles Constitution. Then he turned on his arch enemies, the communist. Arch enemies means the extremely opposite party. And according to Hitler, the extremely opposite party were communists, most of whom were hurriedly packed off to newly established concentration camps. So these communist people were sent to concentration camps. Now, what are concentration camps? It was a camp where people were isolated, were kept aloof from the rest of the society, and then there they were detained. Detained means hold up. Uh, they were hold back there for many days, and then after that they were in gas tempo. Gas tempo means the gas chambers, and without a due process of law, they were detained there. They were kept there for many days in these concentration camps, and finally it was surrounded by electrified barbed wire finance also. These were type of concentration camps in which people were detained, which were people were kept for many days there, and then afterwards they were sent to these camps for arrested, as and they were arrested, and without any legal procedures they were kept there for many days. Even the police forces acquired the powers to rule with impunity. That means the police forces were also given powers, full freedom to punish these types of people. Am I clear till here? Now, next we will see the Enabling Act. This is important. Enabling Act. What was Enabling Act? On 3rd March 1933, the famous Enabling Act was passed. This act was passed now. This act established dictatorship in Germany. Now, according to this Enabling Act, again, dictatorship was there in Germany. It gave Hitler all powers to sideline parliament and rule by decree. That means now, according to this enabling act, it had given the all powers to Hitler and to rule according to his own commands, according to his own orders. Hitler was now ruling the country. That means without any approval of any legislative assembly, Hitler can make his own rules and commands. So this type of enabling act was passed. All parties, political parties and trade unions were banned except for the Nazi party and its affiliates. Means all other parties and the unions, the groups were banned. Means there was the special order that no groups will be formed except the people who followed or who were the supporters of Nazi. They were only supported. They were only ordered to form their own groups, but in support of Hitler only. The state established complete control over the economy. Now, complete control of Hitler, that is Nazi party, was there on economy, media, army, and judiciary. So this was the enabling act according to which Hitler got all the powers to rule by decree. Even political parties and trade unions were banned. Nazi party and its supporters were only given preference over there, and thus state established control over economy, media, army, and judiciary. Clear? What is the meaning of enabling act? Enabling act only this means that it was an act to establish dictatorship in Germany. This enabling act was there on 3rd March. It was passed in 1933 to establish dictatorship. This was an act formed to establish dictatorship in Germany. And by this act, Hitler Hitler was being given all the powers for the to rule by the decree. Means according to his own will, he can now rule over Germany according to this enabling act. Then all political parties, trade unions also were banned except for the Nazi party and its supporters. So this was an enabling act which had given all powers to Hitler to rule by his own will. Am I clear? Now, further special surveillance and security forces were created to control the order society in ways that the Nazi wanted. Now, special surveillance CIDs and all were formed. Security forces were formed, which were created to control the order society in way which Nazis wanted. Now, how the Nazi wanted to rule that way, for that special surveillance, special forces were appointed to check whether all the people are behaving in the way Nazi wanted or not. Apart from the already existing regular police in green uniforms. Now, regular police in green uniforms was also there, and the SA or the stormtroopers. SA means stormtroopers, that included Gestapo, that is secret state police. Who was Gestapo? Gestapo was the secret state police. The SS, that means the protection squad, was called as SS, and the criminal police and the security services, that is SD, they were called as SD. They were all appointed to see that proper order, law and order is maintained according to the Nazis in the German society. Clear? Now, it was the extra constitutional powers of these newly organized force that gave the Nazi state its reputation as the most dreaded criminal state. Now, many extra constitutional powers are given to these special surveillance forces, and that is why the reputation of Nazi state, that is, when German was being ruled by the Nazi, that is called as Nazi state, that they were treated as most dreaded criminal state because their rules and regulations was very harsh at that time, which Nazi had input on the German people. That is why it was considered as most dreaded criminal state. People could now be detained in Gestapo torture chambers. Now people could now be easily held back in these Gestapo torture chambers, where they were put in these chambers for many days. They were tortured over there. They were kept over there and tortured. Rounded up means few people were collected together. All the people who Nazi thought that they were against the Nazi rule or Nazi power, they were all sent to these Gestapo torture chambers. They were kept over there, and they all people were collected over there. Rounded up means they were all collected over there, and afterwards, after the great torture in that particular Gestapo chamber, they were sent to concentration camps and finally deported at will or arrested without any legal procedures. They were sent out of the country. Deported means either they were sent, these people who were detained, they were sent out of the country at the will of the Nazis, or they were arrested without any legal procedures. So the police forces acquired powers to rule with impunity. That means without any rules and regulations, the police force had the full freedom to rule there in Nazi country. Clear this much? Next, reconcentration. Now, reconcentration, Hitler assigned the responsibility of economic recovery to the economist Hjalmar Schacht. Now, Hitler had given this responsibility to the economic recovery for the economic recovery to the person that is called as Hjalmar Schacht, who aimed at full production and full employment through the state-funded work creation program. Now, main aim of Hjalmar Schacht was the full production, economic production, and full employment to be given to each and everyone who wanted to work. And how this will be happening there by Hjalmar Schacht through the state funded work creation program. Through this funded work creation program, through this program, he will help Hitler to recover the economy of Germany. Now, this project produced the famous German superhighways. Now, due to this project only, famous German superhighways was produced, and the people's car, that is Volkswagen. Volkswagen was produced here. Now, here you can see the poster. In this poster you can see that Volkswagen, the person is in the Volkswagen. Such poster suggested that owning a car was no longer just a dream for the ordinary worker. That means ordinary worker can also have this type of car. Now, in foreign policy also, Hitler acquired quick success. Now, foreign policy, this was done for the people of Germany. That is to raise the economy, to give employment to the people who wanted. Then, for the foreign policy also, Hitler acquired a quick success. He pulled out of the League of Nations in 1933 and reoccupied the Rhineland in 1936. That means now, uh, Hitler pulled his country out of the League of Nations in 1933, means he did not want it. his nation, German nation, to be under the League of Nations in 1933. He pulled it out and reoccupied the Rhineland in 1936. Rhineland was very fertile area. In 1936, he reoccupied it and integrated Austria and Germany in 1938 under the slogan one people, one empire, and one leader. Now, under this slogan, that one people, one empire, and one leader should be there, he had uh, joined this Austria and Germany into his kingdom. Clear this much? So in this paragraph, we have seen that Hajalmar Shashid assigned economic recovery. He gave Germany state-funded work creation programs in which super highways and Volkswagen's people car was there. Then he also revised, Hitler also revised the foreign policy and moved out of League of Nations and gave the slogan one people, one empire, and one leader. Clear this much? Now he then went to wrest German speaking student land from Czechoslovakia and gobbled up the entire country. That means slowly, now Hitler was becoming. Volkswagen was a car. Volkswagen was a car. Now, to have a car was no more a dream for the common man. That is why that shows that now Hitler was working to gain power, more and more power by helping the German people to come out of their disaster, that is economic crisis and all. So he then went on to wrest German-speaking student land from Czechoslovakia and gobbled up the entire country. Means slowly he was bringing uh, many countries under his supremacy. In all of this, he had the unspoken support of England. That means England was giving full support to it, which had considered the Versailles verdict too harsh. England has also considered the Treaty of Versailles very harsh on German side. These quick successes at home and abroad seem to reverse the destiny of the country. That means in very less time, Hitler was gaining success in Germany itself, as well as due to its foreign policy. He was having quick success abroad also, and due to this, the destiny, that means the future of Germany, was coming, uh, uh, means becoming good day by day. Then Hitler did not stop here only. Sachet had advised Hitler against investing hugely in rearmament as the state still ran on deficient financing. Now, Sachet had advised Hitler against investing hugely in the rearmament. That means for the arms and ammunition, Sachet had advised Hitler not to spend much money because still financing problem was there. Cautious people, however, had no place in Nazi Germany. The people who were against this Nazi power, against Hitler, were not kept. They were no more kept in the country. Hitler chose war as the way out of approaching economic crisis. Now, to come out of the economic crisis, Hitler had choose the way of war. That is, uh, in the war, during the war, means he will bring the countries under his supremacy, and thus he will bring the Germany out of economic crisis. Resources were to be accumulated through expansion of territory. Now these economic resources, financial resources, will be again collected through the expansion of territory only. This was the view of Hitler, that by fighting the war, they will expand their territory and thus they can have more and more resources, fund resources. In September 1939, Germany invaded Poland. This started a war with France and England. Now, in September 1939, we see that Germany invaded Poland, means Germany captured Poland, and this started the war with France and England also by against Germany. Now, in September 1940, the Tripartite Pact was signed. Now, again, this Tripartite Pact is important. The Tripartite Pact in September 1940 was signed between Germany, Italy, and Japan. Tripartite means three countries were involved in this. That is Germany, Italy, and Japan, strengthening Hitler's claim to international power. Now, puppet regimes supportive of Nazi Germany were installed in the large part of Europe. That means puppet regimes means the people who were in support of Hitler, the people who were in support of Hitler, that is Nazi, were in support of Nazi party. Those people were only kept to take proper care of the administration, which uh, was in large part of the Europe. And by the end of 1940, Hitler was at the pinnacle of his power. That means at the highest peak of the power. And by the end of the 1940, Hitler was at the peak of his power to gain more and more power. Then Hitler now moved to achieve his long-term aim of conquering Eastern Europe. Now, Hitler's main aim was to achieve the Eastern Europe. He wanted to ensure food supplies and living space for Germans. He attacked the Soviet Union in June 1941, and thus to achieve this aim, Hitler attacked the Soviet Union in June 1941, and in this historic blunder, Hitler exposed the German Western Front to British aerial bombing and Eastern Front to the powerful Soviet armies. This way we can see that how Hitler worked for to conquer the Eastern Europe, to achieve Eastern Europe, and how to become the powerful there. The Soviet Red Army inflicted a crushing and humiliating uh, defeat on Germans at Stalingrad. Now, the Soviet Army inflicted a crushing and humiliating defeat on Germany. Now, Soviet Army was there. Uh, it had the defeat on Germany, and after this, the Soviet Red Army hounded out the retreating German soldiers until they reached the heart of Berlin, establishing Soviet hegemony over the entire Eastern Europe for half a century after. That means Germans were defeated by Soviet Red Army and they were uh, thrown out till they had reached the heart of Berlin. Meanwhile, the USA had resisted involvement in the war. That means USA was not involved in the war. It was unwilling to once again face all the economic problems because previously in First World War, USA had helped Germany a lot, and due to that, economic problems arose for USA also. But now USA resisted, stopped itself for in the involvement of war with Germany and all, or to support Germany. First World War had caused, but it could not stay out of the war for long. For long, USA could not resist itself out of the war. Japan was expanding its power in the east. Now, Japan was expanding its power in the east, and it had occupied French Indochina and was planning to attack USA naval bases in the Pacific. That is why now USA could not resist itself to involve in the war. Uh, that is because Japan was expanding its power. when Japan extended support to Hitler and bombed the US base at Pearl Harbor, the US entered the Second World War. Now the Japan extended the supports to Hitler, and with the help of Hitler, Japan had bombed the US base at Pearl Harbor, and then finally United Soviets had to enter the Second World War. The war ended in May 1945 with Hitler's defeat. Hitler was defeated in the Second World War in May 1945, and US dropping of atom bombs on Hiroshima and Japan. And US was dropping the atom bombs. First, Japan has bombed the US base Pearl Harbor. Then US entered the war. Second World War was there, and in the Second World War, Hitler was defeated, and US had dropped the atom bomb in Hiroshima in Japan. And from this brief account of what happened in Second World War, we now return back to Helmet and his father's story. Now this we will continue in our next class. In the meanwhile, write present in the chat box. I end up here only today. We will continue in our next class the same lesson.